Did you pop when The Rock came out at Raw Monday night? 'Cause I know the audience in San Diego did.
Well, see, I didn't watch it till like a couple days later, so I knew it was coming.
Right.
So
Anyone, if you're living under a rock and listening to this, not The Rock, but A Rock, you already know that The Rock came out after they teased a returning champion, and the audience was treated to Jinder Mahal for what had to be 15 minutes solo on the mic before
wasn't that long. It just, I think that his pacing maybe made it seem that.
pacing made it feel about 15 minutes, right?
But he did. I will say this: it was a very well tailored suit.
You know what? It was well done to his fit. Clearly, he's going to a made to measure. So we've got to talk about this because, as with anything, I have questions. First of all, people kind of knew in advance The Rock might be there, right? Those were the rumblings. He was in town, so I'd heard a couple of weeks ago about
It was San Diego, right?
talk about this. Yeah,
And these guys, I know. I mean, Dwayne's got a crib out in L.A. still.
yeah, but he was there for some for an event, a college football thing. Something was going on. Anyway,
He did. Didn't he do with the NFL? Didn't he come out and give Johnson a hug because he was going into the ring of?
came out, gave a Johnson a hug. I mean, come on.
Yeah, because Jimmy was going in the
It was
Cowboy,
the ring. The Ring of Honor.
He was like the 19th. I didn't realize it was that few.
No, well, and they held out a long time, and Jimmy, I've watched interviews with him who
And
said
then
that.
Dwayne had played for Jimmy in college, so Dwayne wanted to come out and say hey. And
He was a Hurricane. That's right. Okay.
Yeah,
right,
so that's why that was a correlation.
So, all right. So the audience kind of knows he's coming. Still, huge pop. You got to expect that. You know what I noticed? It's funny when Jinder was they were in a close up in his promo, and you could see the people behind him. At one point, they all begin to turn towards the ramp and take their cameras out. Now, the music hadn't hit. He obviously wasn't out yet, but something triggered their attention, and it was only.
I think we were talking about it. It just two handheld guys moving from
running up the ramp, right? Yeah.
They're not even running. Just the fact, because if anybody that's seen those guys with the handheld, where they go, the handheld goes in front of them, so they could walk up. But the fact that they're, it's like Gears of War. They got that big fucking camera in front of them.
Right.
So
I got real Attitude Era vibes watching that.
I got a kind of a. It almost felt like it was photoshopped. Like I got a weird vibe from that whole segment until Dwayne got out there and just cut the. Sometimes I eat at the bar. Everybody likes to eat at the bar. I'd much rather eat at the table. Maybe the head of the table.
Right. But so you're saying before that you felt that didn't fit?
I don't.
The current product?
No, I don't know. It just felt like fucking Jinder was fodder. It wasn't like
he was right.
I mean, it was just. I mean, it was because there was a shot that when they said ex champion and everybody popped, they stood up, and then the truck took a shot of this really really tall black dude standing next to this white dude. And they said who it was, the black dude, because he was so much taller than the rest of the crowd. He's like here, and you can just see him go like. I think he was actually fucking SMH.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
he
shaking his
texted
head.
that to his friends the minute it
Yeah.
happened. But that was the ideal thing. It was a tease and then
Yeah.
the forced disappointment. But what I mean is, so asshole, douchebag, which is now a chant, which will follow him, the day one douchebag, right? This was, had we had any segment in the last few years with that much glorious profanity? From The Rock, no less. How's he going to run for office now?
I mean, I think at the same time, though, that you have in today's society, you get anybody that comes out there that's um, not white Anglo-Saxon American that speaks anything but the Queen's English. You know, unless they would have if Rock would have came out and said, I'm actually a Republican and I was gonna fucking drop the smackdown on you, but I got a little something for you, and he would have sat back in the corner, and there would have been a fucking drone strike right there on gender.
Mm,
Then we would see he's looking
he's shaking his head right there. He's in the middle
drone
of
strike.
a
He is
shake.
shaking his head.
Seeing The Rock on the mic, listening to The Rock on the mic, the ease and comfort with which he cut that promo, totally natural. Um, of course, a product of his day when things weren't scripted, and do you think they would give The Rock a script to stick to? Of course, he had to hit those
Never.
lines, right? He had to hit that thing at the end,
What that
go to
was
the
all.
bar, eat at
That
the
was
head of the
yeah,
table.
but that was agreed upon. I thought Gender did a good job. Gender didn't balk. Gender has been in that position, and Gender
Mhm.
hasn't been on TV in how many years?
Yeah, I was impressed with just he took his time, he's comfortable on the mic. Now, of course, he had the audience in his pocket, so I guess you can do that, Rush. But yeah, it was a pleasure to watch. I thought it was a good segment for him
For
for
Dwayne.
for Dwayne. Yeah,
I thought it was a good segment for the show.
yeah, tough to follow though, man. When you open that hot, and there wasn't going to be any Punk, and tough to
Uh,
build a show after that.
I've noticed a lot now that Cody's not coming out in the whole outfit
Mm-hmm.
anymore. He comes out kind of in a. I guess he wasn't selling any T-shirts. He said, "Fuck, I better wear a T-shirt out to the ring every once in a while, so they fucking, you know,
Keep the merch train rolling. Yeah.
fuck yeah, that's a smart boy." That's like, what's my shirt sells?
I want to
Shaking my head.
SMH. So now they have to do Roman and Rock, right? At WrestleMania. You can't tease that and then not have it, right?
Unless Roman fucking does the complete heel thing and tells him, you get in line.
Yeah, but they can't do that to the audience, can they? After putting it out there like that?
He said maybe I'll sit at the end of the table,
The head of the tape.
head of the
Yes.
table. Didn't say that fucking Roman was gonna fucking get up and play musical chairs and fucking let him sit down.
Everyone knew what it meant.
What did he cut a part time? Like, fuck you, you part time motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. We're related, not related. And then fucking Rock came back and say, shit, I only worked 3 less matches than you last year.
No, Cody had the record, didn't he?
Cody, Iron Man, 111 matches.
That was April for you. That was January,
Jesus.
February,
So I'm
March, and
thinking,
April.
man, what the fuck were we? We were, you know what we were? We were motherfucking 40 acres and a mule. That's what we were.
They were supposed to meet at 39, right? That was the plan. And there were apparently, what I read, no plans for this WrestleMania to have that. But even if this was a last minute thing to get Rock out there, they can switch it up. What am I looking at here? I'm looking at
We got Rumble.
yeah,
So
Elimination
Rumble always.
Chamber. Oh, so you think they'll I don't think they'll meet before WrestleMania. Not for
No, I'm
Raw.
just saying the Rumble winner goes to WrestleMania in the main event.
Yeah,
So
yeah, but
whoever,
right, but I mean, but they would
so
meet for the first time at WrestleMania.
yeah, so I'm saying that if I had to bet, I'd say Randy Orton wins the Rumble.
Okay.
That would be my bet. Elimination Chamber. I mean, it being in Perth. I mean, I'm sure that they'll have some local Australian guy go over. Um, I don't know. So it doesn't look like McIntyre is going to be in the mix.
No, that ended Monday night, I
Yeah,
think.
that pretty much took him out of that. But unless fucking now unless he goes over in the Rumble.
Yeah, but anticlimactic after a televised loss on Raw, clean.
Yeah, but I mean, if that was the case, then Cody would be dead.
Well, where does this put Punk now? Because if Punk's in it, so he'll be in the Rumble and eliminated, or part of some kind of
Maybe he goes over and the Elimination Chamber. That doesn't qualify you for anything, does it? That's just whoever wins the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah,
I
but
mean that's not a fucking get out of jail free card, is it?
well,
Dom, you
unless they
say
change it.
they can make it. They can make it. Yeah. So that'd be the perfect time to cash in Money in the Bank. Would be after a grueling bloodbath elimination chamber.
You know, I think was great. I think in WWE Creative, they've been listening to the show and our dialogue about Punk's Punk's happy to be home and Glenn handing and then they sent out a profanity laden Rock promo this week to balance the show. I think it was an answer to our commentary on Punk's. So I think we had the Drew question answered. We brought that up a few weeks ago. You know, too many top guys, and I mean Cody. Is he staying with? Is there going to be more Green Mist? Perhaps is he staying with him? Or
I don't think so. I think that's his, you know, conduit until he gets closer to a shot at Mania.
Yeah, I don't know. We
Bottom
shall
line
see.
is, there's 4 spots. I don't see them. I don't see them taking the belt off of Seth, and I don't see them taking the belt off of Roman. And I really don't. You think that they want Roman to pass the Hogan streak?
Yeah, it's getting close. So,
I mean, there's no upside in having Dwayne go over.
no, you can't. Yeah, not for
You
the
know,
belt, but to sell the WrestleMania, you
yeah.
could
I mean,
certainly
but
have the
I
match,
think
and then he
Dwayne.
gets
I think
screwed. And,
Dwayne would do the job.
yeah, of course. Be great
Much
if
like
if he was
Hogan,
one day shy.
much like Hogan did for Dwayne in Toronto.
Right, 17. Right,
Yeah, give him that monster fucking
or
rub.
18.
Did you see that? I saw a thought. I think it might have been on Instagram. It had like all the milestones of like that WWE had last year in 23. Like the most revenue, the most this. It was like fucking 6 different things that they had, crushed numbers. Um,
I didn't see it, but
yeah.
I do know we keep hearing the revenue with the Garden. We were talking about the MSG number, and so WrestleMania is currently, I'm getting in my reports, practically sold out. Yeah. Okay. So
what my question is,
Do you waste that match on an event that's sold out already?
Well, it's the same time though. What do they do now as far as, because I'm not privy because I don't buy pay-per-views, but are they back to doing pay-per-view numbers?
No, they're on. It's on Peacock, so it's part of your subscription. So you get them on Peacock. So they.
But I have Peacock. I'm just saying, there's no way, if I didn't have Peacock, there's no way that I could buy WrestleMania. There's not.
No, not through legal means.
It would just, I'd pay for the Peacock subscription and get Mania for free.
Yes.
See, I've always thought that was so stupid.
Oh wait, I'm seeing DirecTV. You can pay a separate charge at DirecTV if you have satellite for $75, which is pretty.
All right, so I don't know how many what the direct world is, but if you don't have Peacock, and I mean, if you do 2 million fucking buys, it's $75. That was definitely would push having that match.
Yeah. Okay. So we shall see. You know, we touched.
Oh, it's a money thing.
It's a profit thing. Someone's
Bash at Berlin. That's Gunther's hometown, isn't it? Isn't he? Is he labeled from there? Is he actually
what month is that? That's going to be June in Germany. Yeah, June. No, August. Totally wrong. Knew it was summer. You know, we had on a very different topic.